Hello, beautiful souls. It's a beautiful day in the natural world. My name is Farah, and I like to make videos about how the feeling of the sacredness of nature within us supports and nourishes us to feel everything else that we need to feel in our human experience. Today, as I was walking through the beauty of the natural world, and I don't plan anything, I just come out here and feel the vibes, and it's always a vibe. So today's vibe was around the feeling of being ignited in relationships. So I don't know if you've ever experienced any pain in your relationships. I feel like that is essential to the human experience. It's how we come to know ourselves and each other. And so sometimes when we experience pain in relationships, we may have parts of us that feel really scared to allow ourselves to be ignited by relationships again. Because, whatever it is, if it's a person or if it's work we enjoy or art we enjoy or music or an activity or even rest, right? Whatever the relationship is, sometimes when we experience that stuckness and that pain or that grief around that relationship was something that was really difficult to process, and so we can kind of feel a bit fragmented and feel fear or shame around it. It blocks our experience of being ignited by that relationship. And we may even have thoughts that we don't need that thing, so it might be like, oh, I don't need that, insert whatever the relationship is. I don't need that activity. I don't need that person. I don't need that nourishment, because we might have experienced a different relationship, one of pain, and felt stuck in that if it wasn't processed, or if it couldn't all be processed at once. When I come out here in the natural world, I feel ignited. And I am reminded of how being in relationship, just that process, is so essential to our aliveness, to our sense of life in our bodies, to our creativity, to our sense of wholeness, to our sense of flow, right? There really cannot be a flow or an exchange of energy within our bodies unless there is something else with which we are connected to, something else through which the energy is flowing out of us and then coming back to us, flowing out of us and coming back to us, and out of that other entity, and back to that entity. And that's so cool. Oh, is that where? Yeah, there we go. That's just so incredible that we are constantly in such an intimate relationship with so much. And it's so easy in the day-to-day world, in the day-to-day life, to feel stuck in those parts of us that are like, I don't want to be in relationship with the news or, the chaos in the world, or, again, insert pain here around any relationship, right? when I come out here, I am reminded of the nourishment that can happen in nourishing relationships, right? Um, my lens of relationship is widened, and I am actually ignited through the relationship of being in nature. And I can feel it. Oh, it feels so sacred. It feels so sacred. I can feel it. And that sacred relationship, that nourishment, it inspires me to just like explore that same feeling in other relationships, to create that same felt experiences in all of the other areas in life, including creating into relationships where there may have been pain or fear or shame, and kind of wonder, oh, well, this is a relationship. There is a flow here of something, could this be flowing differently? Could the energy between me and this other thing be flowing differently? Could it be flowing in a more sacred way? And I am so, so grateful to know this. I am so grateful to experience this out here in the natural world. And if you've ever, been, if you've ever been outside, if you've ever had that feeling in nature, and it might be just the sun that's just shining so beautifully, or, you look up at the vastness of the sky, or you look up at how tall the trees are, or you can like just inhale the crispness of the air, and you feel something. And it might be different. It might be, awe. It might be relaxation. It might be wonder. It might be joy. It might be some clarity, Something happens though. Something happens. There's just such a flow of nature's sacred energy that you can't not. You can't not feel the vibes. So I wish that for you, more and more of what's already here, what's already now, in the sacredness of nature and life itself.